Hello, this is video number 2.
Sorry, wait.
Finally. I've only been going for about 15 minutes here. Gosh. Alright, so this is video number 2 of my going through random stuff that I have in a tote. So I have a bunch of totes full of random stuff that I've had these totes unopened basically for the last 10-12 years because I've moved I guess like 4 times in the last 10 or 12 years.
Who are you running from?
The law. So I'd rather not talk about it. So how it started was so I've had these totes for it wasn't me. I was framed. Okay. So here's the first tote that I'll talk about. This is a recent thing I've gotten. Kubota 50 years. My awesome girlfriend Roz she works at Kubota, and this is a Kubota sticker that she acquired and gave to me. So that celebrates 50 years of the tractor company.
Awesome.
Now, most of that's the only.
It looks like Transformers.
It kind of does. Yeah. Here's a cat. The cat has not been in a tote for 12 years. So, all right. Here is the Kirk Spock in 2004 bumper sticker. This one, Texas.
Copyright 1994.
Does it really say that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think I got it in 04 though, not in 1994. This is some kind of a music and entertainment newspaper published by KZEW, the old radio station that used to be in Dallas that ran from, I think that station was around from like 1974 to
Oh man.
1998.
I have a record of theirs at
98. Do you really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, apparently they put out a magazine. I wonder if you could get this like at a record store or something. Well, anyway. Excuse me. Next thing we
Gazoom type.
Thank you. All right. All right. That's gonna be gross. Let's start over. No, we're good. All right. Here's a Vermont Life calendar from 2003. I used to subscribe to a to a magazine called Vermont Life, and evidently I would write down TV shows and movies that I wanted to record. Because on this it says Galactica 1980, 10 to 3 on Sci-Fi Channel. Night Stalker, 10 to 3 on Sci-Fi Channel. Let's Make a Deal pilot. Let's Make a Deal pilot, 6 p.m. on March 4th, apparently. Let's see what I was recording in April. Lots more sci-fi stuff. Oh, April 2nd, we've got Cosby Mysteries. Too soon. We've got The Visitors on Showtime 2 at 8:05 a.m.
Is that the one with James Woods?
I don't know what The Visitors is. I don't remember anymore.
Okay.
It's not The Visitor, the cool sci-fi movie from 1980 with all the people who are in it. John Huston, Shelley Winters, Lance Henriksen.
The Italian flick.
The Italian one by Ovidio Assonitis.
He produced it, I think.
By the way,
Or
Assonitis
did he do it?
hurts if you ever have it. January 14th, I recorded an episode of Bonanza with Carol O'Connor, apparently. So good thing I had this to remind me of what I had to record.
Speaking of Assonitis,
Yeah.
he directed Beyond the Door, and I'm sorry if you have it. And in Beyond the Door, the what was he? A shrink psychologist?
Yeah.
He ate these candies.
Did he really?
He had a tin of these candies, and he would like take them out, line them up in like a star pattern, and then eat one of them. And I said, ooh, I want to try those. So I found them online. Tin's a little different. This is obviously a newer tin than he had. And they were pine candies.
Pine candy?
Kind of gross.
Like made of pine tree stuff?
I guess.
Huh.
Interesting taste. I'd buy them again, but eat them slower. They would last longer.
It's always better that way. All right, so next thing...
Since we're on the... No, I'm kidding.
Next thing we have is a paper sack from Ray's Food Place. I don't remember where I got this. Ray's Food Place. I'm sure it was on one of the road trips that I took.
Willamette. Is that Portland? Willamette Industries? I'll look it up.
Willamette Industries? No, I think it's in Illinois, but that's just the name of the company
okay.
that made paper sacks.
Oh, well.
Next thing we have is a letter from the University of Dallas, May 8th, 1995. This is my evaluation on my senior project. So I have a degree in English from the University of Dallas, and part of getting a degree, part of what you have to do is to do a senior thesis where you basically talk about a novel for like 45 minutes. You have to like write enough stuff to like stand in front of like some professors and any other interested parties. Oddly enough, there weren't a whole lot of people there for mine, but let's see. Congratulations again. The projects on all have been impressive. We are genuinely proud of you. This is a form. No, it actually is addressed to me. Presentation B, essay B+, bibliography C-. Anyway, there's that. I'm being told Ray's Food Place is still around.
I was right. Where is it? I can't read that. Can you read that?
Ray's Food Place is...
Maybe you can zoom in on it? No?
Huh.
It says Washington down here.
Well, it just says, it says Washington grown cherries.
Is it? Oh.
Huh.
It doesn't say. Where is it?
I'm hearing that it's in California. All right.
Where is it? Oh, yes. It's in California,
Oh,
Michael.
thank you. Thank you, sir. All right. Here in this hand, or both hands, is an official sealed transcript of mine from Irving High School. That's where I graduated high school. It's still sealed, so I don't know. In case I ever need it, there's that. Here is... This is a paper I wrote for my Philosophy of Man class in 1992, which I kept. I got a B on it, so that's good. There's that. Let's see. Here is a letter that I got. This looks like Jason Hopper's handwriting. Yep. It's a letter that I got from Jason Hopper, my friend, back in 1993 when I was studying abroad in Italy.
Which broad?
Her name was Maria. All right. Here's the next thing is Texans for Bush, and I think we all are. So there's that.
Which broad?
Here is a box. Oh, this is cool. This is a Dallas Power and Light pin that belonged to my grandfather. He retired from Dallas Power and Light. I think he retired in the late 70s, but somehow I inherited this, or maybe he gave it to me. I don't remember. The note in here is from my grandmother, Joy. Your grandpa, Papa, thought a lot of this pin he was honored for his years of service in Dallas Power and Light, Lovejoy. So I've had this for quite a long time. I'm glad I have it. So yeah, I'm glad I have that. Here are some. Oh, these are check stubs from when I worked at the AMC movie theater, the AMC Irving 6. I worked there from like 1990 to 1993. These are check stubs from May of 1990 going all the way to June 1991. May.
No, what were your hourly?
May 26, 1990. My hourly was.
I guess it doesn't say.
It doesn't say, but I got $57.78. I probably didn't work many hours that week. I didn't work a lot of hours there when I first started. Oh, 17.3 hours. Okay. I'm glad I held on to these. I mean, they're not of any use to anybody, but I'm glad I have them anyway. That's pretty much what I would say about all the stuff in these totes. Here is.
They're of use to me.
Thank you. They do sell toilet paper now. You can get it. Okay. So this is an ad from Palermo in Sicily. TV color. It's Italian.
Fallimento.
Video registrator. Elettrodomestici. Domestici. Hi-Fi. I think it's an ad for an electronics store. How'd you get that? Yeah, I think that's what it is. So I spent a semester in Europe in the fall of 1993, and that's where I collected a lot of just random stuff also. And I kept pretty much all that stuff, so you might be seeing these in some of these videos. It is exciting, you're right. I know.
Speaking of something. Beyond the Door, a love story. This is the book that the girl was carrying around, and
Yes.
she had many copies of it.
Yes, the little girl in the movie, the girl who, although it's not the little girl in Beyond.
And one of my favorite films, based on the book Chilly Scenes of Winter by Anne. Is it Beatty?
Wow.
It must be Beatty.
You have the book?
This was actually gifted to me by a guy named Nicholas. No, actually.
Copernicus.
Mike. Gave it to me.
Nice. What a cool dude.
And Looking for Mr. Goodbar by Judith Rossner.
I've got some crackles and maybe some special dark.
It was Special K.
Red berries, I think. All right. Let's see. There's a lot of stuff
There's
in this
a
one.
lot of stuff
I
in there.
know. This is a
Buongiorno.
Rainforest Cafe postcard.
Did you have a friend in... Oh, okay.
This is from Laura, my ex.
Was she in Italy?
Buongiorno, come stai? No, I think we just talked about,
Italians.
yeah. She must have mailed, well, there's no stamp on it though, but this is when I lived in Euless, which would have been in the late 90s, like 98 to 2002. But it's got Italian written. How are you? I'm not sure. Tattoo. Okay. All right. Well, that's cool. Here is a letter. I really don't know who this is from. Right. It's from the UK because it's got British stamps on there.
Oh, it's probably from...
This is from.
Alex.
Alex. Alex was a girl, a lady who lived in Wales. I think she still lives in Wales. And I made friends with her because she was a friend of a guy I used to know named Daniel.
Daniel, that's
So
what
Daniel was...
I met Daniel.
Did you?
right?
Yeah, you probably did. Yeah, Daniel was friends with Alex. And Alex, she lived in, and I think still lives in Wales. So apparently she mailed me a letter. Which was cool. Okay. Thank you, Alex, for that letter. I kept it, so that's good. Here is a flyer from the Space Needle. in Seattle. Okay. Here is this is something that I wrote to Laura in 1999. We don't need to go through that. But here, apparently I never gave it to her. Or she just gave it right back. Oh, man. Here's a postcard. Oh, also sent to me by Alex. It has Houses of Parliament in London. All right. There's that. Here's an incense stick. Here is a bag that that I got at a store in Nice, Les Editions Mar. So yeah, there was probably something in there at some point. Here is a small handheld TV, which no longer is. It works, I think, still if I put batteries in it, but we don't have analog stations anymore, so you can't really watch anything on it. But I'm gonna hold on to it anyway because it's cool. I got this, I think, for subscribing to cable TV back in 1998, and like you got a catalog and you could choose what gift you want, like a thank you gift for subscribing to I don't remember the name of the cable service back then. It was in Euless. Anyway, so there's that.
Did you use this a lot?
Several times. It was just cool to have a small TV. I mean, I don't know. I just enjoy, odd electronics like that. This is, I think, a map of Liechtenstein. Or it might just be... No, it's a map of Liechtenstein, which is not very big, which explains why the map is not very big. And it does have a list of some hostels and hotels that you can stay in also. All right. Here is a brochure about Rome from 1993. Oh, it's also a map. This is also a map of Rome. I remember carrying one of these around because in 1993, of course, we didn't have phones that we could look at maps on. We didn't have smartphones back then. And this was courtesy of McDonald's map of Rome.
Did you ever print out directions from MapQuest?
Ever?
Like ever?
I don't like MapQuest. I don't think it's
like back when that was the only thing you could
probably
use.
Yeah, I think I found though that MapQuest wasn't as good as the Google Maps.
Oh yeah, everybody switched to Google.
Yeah, MapQuest is kind of butt. Yeah, it's not that great. Does it even still exist? I don't know. All right, next we have a greeting card, also from Laura. It has the Eiffel Tower on the front. All right, there's that. It was a Valentine's Day card, I think.
It's fuzzy.
Oh, here's a bow tie from when I worked at AMC. At AMC, we had to wear a vest and like polyester pants and a white dress shirt and a bow tie. So,
did you ever get to run the projector?
No.
Oh.
I was one of the people who would like put the movies together, like back when movies were on.
Like Splice?
I did Splice.
Awesome.
Yeah. Back in the like before digital movies, movies came on film, and movies when a theater would get a new movie, the movie would come on usually 5 to 7 reels, depending on how long the movie was. If it's like a 90-minute movie, it was probably about 5 reels, because each reel is about 18 to 20 minutes. So there was this like small table that, it's hard to describe. You can probably find a YouTube video about it, but you would splice together the reels together. Every reel you had to make sure that it was going the right direction, and like the soundtrack squiggly line was like on one side, and you had to make sure that was on the right side, or else when you played the movie, the soundtrack would sound off, or you wouldn't hear it at all. So yeah, I was one of the people who would like put the movies together, and then when we lost, when the movie was not gonna play at our theater anymore, I would take the movie apart. They called it building up and tearing down.
Yeah.
So those are the technical terms, I guess. I don't know.
Were, I guess.
Yeah. Anyway, so I did that. That was pretty good. Speaking of that, here's my first communion book. This happened. Let's see. My first communion was probably in 1980 or 81 or something. That's not me on the cover. That would have been cool though if they had like personalized little books with like a picture of you on there. I don't know. Yeah. So that was from my parents. Oh, it has a date. April 26, 1981. That's cool. Okay, so that's my mom's handwriting. So what does it say? It says,
presented to our son Michael for his first Holy Communion on April 26, 1981.
Nice.
Love, Mama and Daddy.
aw. All right. Well, let me show one more thing and then we'll end this second video. Here is I think I just answered my own question about the where I got the TV, the small TV. It was TCI Cable. That was the name of the cable company when I first moved to Euless. And this is a little guide that, I guess digital cable was still fairly new back in 1998. And it's just like an instruction book that tells you how to use your cable box. Let's do one more thing because that wasn't a very exciting thing to end on. This is, though, it's a 45 from Playboy Records, a song from Hamilton, Joe Frank, and Reynolds. It's actually 2 songs from Hamilton, Joe Frank, and Reynolds. One's this side has a song called Fallin' in Love, and the other side has a song called So Good at Lovin' You. Now, of course, Hamilton, Joe Frank, and Reynolds' big hit was Don't Pull Your Love Out on Me, Baby.
Don't pull your love on me, baby.
That's right. That's the song that is the most famous of theirs. I think I'm pretty sure I bought this because it's from Playboy Records.
Yeah.
In the 70s, Playboy had their fingers in, so to speak.
Whoa!
Lots of
keep it PG.
lots of things, including music and films and books. Also, I think I don't know if they published books or not, but anyway, they it was quite an entertainment venture back in the 70s and even into the 80s, I believe, along with their magazine, which, if it still exists, it's probably just in digital form. I have no idea.
And speaking of Playboy, finally, the best album cover ever. Thanks Tara by Sad Cafe.
Nice. Thank you again, Matt, and viewers like you. I appreciate your watching, and safe travels, and hopefully you'll watch the next video.